24 hours cannot pass on the clock without me hearing,
I don't believe in astrology.
Or,
that stuff ain't real, man.
Or,
I believe in the Bible, and astrology is of the devil.
Now, what's interesting about these people is that 99.9% of them have never even picked up an astrology book. They don't know anything about astrology. They only know maybe about sun signs and some things that they've heard that are general about people. But most of them have never done a natal chart, have no experience with it, know nothing about it. And you know what? Even though it's absurd for you to try to tell people what you believe or what you think and know when you've never really looked at the thing you say you think and know, you still are allowed to your opinion. You are allowed to believe that astrology doesn't work. See, astrology ain't like religion. Astrology don't say that if you don't believe in it, you suddenly die and you go to the afterlife and there's no hope for you. You burn in the lake of fire. Astrology doesn't do that. You are free to believe whatever you want and to believe that it does not work. But people like me who use it, who understand it, who know it in and out, those people are going to continue to believe in it and to use it to our benefit. If the person or being that created me gave me a system to understand myself and I refused that system because that person or being condemned that system, then I would convert like yesterday. I would not follow that supreme being whatsoever, that special book, that magical book, whatever it is. I wouldn't follow it if whoever created us gave us a system to learn about ourselves and then said, you know what, it's wrong for you to go and look into that system. It's wrong for you to do things for your benefit. It's wrong for you to look at the pitfalls in your life and to avoid them by consulting someone else who knows what they're talking about. That's wrong. But you go over there to that guy who's standing up there talking about me, who's just taking your money and not doing anything for you from week to week. Yeah, go to him. That's fine. That's okay. I would abort that particular set of beliefs immediately. Because ain't no way I'm about to be walking in a human body, in a human shell, and not do the things that are going to inform me about how to improve my condition until the day that I decide to return to whatever form happens when we pass from this life. So with that being said, you are free to not believe in astrology. There's not going to be any condemnation. I'm not going to put you in hell, and I wouldn't if I could, just because you don't believe in it. You're free to believe whatever you want. But I always say this, is that you should question whenever a particular person or group tells you not to think for yourself. For me, that's a red flag because I used to be Christian. So I understand how much pressure is put on you to not think and to not explore and to not read and to not discover for yourself. Because when you go inside of these holy books and you look at some of the things that are being said, you start to say, this person who's in these books is a lot different from the one that the pastor tell me about. You know, God is real merciful in the New Testament, but in the Old Testament, he was quite savage. I am a jealous, I will smite, all the hardcore terms. But in the New Testament, he starts to sound like a very kind person. But anyway, the point being is that you are allowed to believe what you want. But I'm going to challenge you. Anyone who believes that astrology isn't real, I want you to write down the things in your life, what you do, your upbringing, all of that. I want you to put that in a special file. And then I want you to do a natal chart. And I want you to come to me with that natal chart. And I want people to follow me, and I want to do this on live. I want to do this in front of others. I want to read that chart out, and we don't have to expose any personal details, but I'm just going to read out what it says, and I want you to either confirm or deny. I'll challenge you to do that. Now, afterwards, these things won't be personal, but you will have to expose what is in that particular file. So, with that being said, I challenge those who decide that it's not real. I challenge you, instead of you coming to me talking about it's not real, I I challenge you to get that natal chart done. That way, we can go ahead and test the fates, as they say. You know, you believe in your almighty God? Come do this almighty chart. Follow me. Let's get 1,000 people and let's do it on live. Peace.